Hi everyone and welcome back to the Marseille View. I'm Stefan. Not seen me for a while or heard me for a while, so I've been a bit absent from the podcast and the YouTube channel, but I'm back today and hopefully going to be a bit more involved in any content we produce in the coming weeks. Thanks to Julianne for doing last week's preview video for the Spurs game. Thought I'd do something a bit similar today. So hoping to maybe get a preview video before each of the Champions League games. Just to kind of get a bit more coverage, because we don't really preview things very well on the podcast. We tend to sort of be a bit more reactionary. I thought I'd talk about Frankfurt, Marseille. So we're playing Frankfurt tomorrow night. It's our second Champions League game. Quite an interesting one. So obviously we faced Tottenham Hotspur in last week's game. That was the opening fixture. We actually played pretty well. Dominated the first half, kind of got guy sent off the second hand and kind of lost the game through that. So lost 2-0, but I think that we probably came out of that game thinking that we probably did a lot better than what we've done in previous Champions League campaigns. So it was not all bad, some promising things there. And let's face it, our form has been excellent so far this season, despite the worrying pre-season that we had. So we've actually, I think we've got something like we're joint top with Paris Saint-Germain. I think we've got the most points that we've ever had at this stage of the season, and we've just come out off of 5 successive victories in Ligue 1. So we're certainly a team in form. We're playing well. The football is attacking, it's direct, it's purposeful, and there's a real sense that there is a good collective spirit and a sort of cohesive way of play in the side at the moment. So I think that some of us, like myself anyway, is not feeling entirely negative about the Champions League like I would have done in the past, predicting that we might get no points. For example, I actually think we might pick up some points, and I think tomorrow night might be the game in which we do that. So we're at home against Frankfurt. Frankfurt are obviously a decent side. They won the Europa League last year, but they're not in good form at the moment. So they've lost their last 2 games. They lost to Sporting 3-0, and I think they lost to Wolfsburg the other day. And from what I've read is that they're not performing at the level which they were last season. So they've had some changes in personnel. They've actually brought in some new signings over the summer, some good players. So you've seen they lost a key player in Kostic, the sort of left wing back who went to Juventus, but they brought in new guys. So they brought in a young promising left back from Juve, Pellegrini, who's kind of struggling a bit at Juve last year, and not struggling, but just not really kind of fulfilling his potential. They brought in Mario Götze, who we all know was that fantastic number 10 for Germany back in the 2014 World Cup. Who's kind of lost his way a bit and sort of rebuilt his career in the Netherlands in recent years. And a few other names. So Kolo Muani is one guy we know they signed recently in attack from Nantes. We know him well in Ligue 1. So it's certainly a team that have still been bringing in quality players, but it seems that they're not in quite as good form. I think they've only picked up 8 points so far this season, and it's interesting because last year they were I think predominantly playing a 3-4-3 formation and making use of the very strong wing backs or wingers or wing backs, I guess they were in that system. And looking at the games this season, it seems that they're not playing that formation from what I've looked at. It looks like, at least according to what I've read, is that they're playing 4 at the back. So I'm not quite sure if that's because of guys like Kostic leaving or not, or if it's just a temporary thing, or if the coach has changed his ideas. But it doesn't seem like they might be playing the exact way that we saw them last season. As I said, we know that they're not quite in the best of form. So I think it's a game in which we should go in feeling confident, knowing that we are the informed team. and that we, Sanchez is back in attack. He's been fantastic since he joined us. Tavares, also another brilliant player for us this season. I think we've got that explosivity that we can, and the confidence right now that we can go into this game and aim for 3 points, really, rather than just trying to survive as we often are doing in the Champions League. Now, just something worth mentioning is that I read that there's some issue, like security concerns about this game. So I think Frankfurt, who've got ultras movement as well, like Marseille, there's some worries that there could be some trouble at the game, and I believe that they've advised that Frankfurt fans have not to travel without organised supporters groups, and that if they're not part of an organised group that they won't get access to the stadium, so I've read. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. I hope obviously that there isn't any trouble but in Marseille, but I do hope that we're going to see a fantastic atmosphere in the stadium, with Marseille's fans and our ultras and Frankfurt as well being there, and hopefully it will create something quite special. These European nights, Champions League games can sometimes produce some very special atmospheres. So yeah, this should be one to watch, I think. In terms of predictions for the game, I think I'm going to be really positive, and I don't know if I'm getting carried away by our recent success, but I think I'm going to see a 2-1 Marseille. I was thinking about 2-0, but I think 2-1's probably a bit more realistic for us. Maybe our confidence in Europe isn't quite there yet, but I think we'll do it. I think we'll get the 3 points. I think Sanchez will get on the score sheet. Maybe Tavares as well. 2-1 Marseille. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think Marseille will get the win against Frankfurt tomorrow? What will the score be? How do you see the game playing out? Do let us know. And also do check out the podcast. We are trying to release episodes weekly. We'll hopefully have one out in the next few days if possible. And yeah, do like and subscribe, like the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to our podcast, which you can find on SoundCloud and all your major podcast apps. And yeah, I think that's all from me tonight. Allez, the OM.